everyone, and welcome to today's session. I'm your host, Ruchita. Today, we are going to understand something absolutely amazing. We've all heard the famous quote, "We eat with our eyes first." Today, we'll understand what is the connection of rainbow colors with our food plate, and derived from it, what is the role of micronutrients. We'll also learn how to bridge the nutritional gap. All this and much, much more. To start the session, it is my honor and privilege to invite Farooq Talapur. He, ladies and gentlemen, is an Olympian, two-time world champion in sailing, and has had an active sporting career of 40 years. He's won innumerable awards, including the Chhatrapati Shivaji Award and the Arjuna Award. But most importantly, he's a mentor and the flag bearer on this journey with the mission Har Ghar Healthy, Har Ghar Medicine Free. Let's welcome him onto this virtual stage and listen to him very, very carefully. Over to you, Farooq.
Thank you, Ruchita, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to this exciting Monday session. I just hope that you had an early dinner, did some exercise, because there is nothing worse than having a late night dinner and then just going to sleep. Today, we are going to be talking about micronutrients. And I was really thinking that what is the best way to get this point across, that why micronutrients are so important. Way back in the 16th century, this planet lost more than 2 million, I repeat, 2 million sailors who fell to a simple disease called scurvy. Now, many people say that scurvy was probably discovered in, somewhere in the 16th century. I would say it was always there. It was never discovered. It was just observed during that time. And during this entire period, many people fell for this disease till they figured out that it is just nothing but a deficiency of vitamin C. Can you imagine if one deficiency of a nutrient can kill 2 million people? What do you think is happening nowadays? Today, because of the change in the lifestyle, because of the fast food people are eating, the processed food people are eating, the super refined food people are eating, rather super refined food people are eating, packaged foods, foods in plastic containers, food that comes from far off places. And all this has created just one thing, and it is the food that you're eating nowadays is high in calories and low in nutrition. This leads to a lot of people, getting overweight, getting obese, and with overweight and obesity comes other lifestyle challenges like cardiac problems, sugar problems, fatty liver problems, thyroid problems, and you name it. And each of these problems, while you're trying to solve it, with being over-dependent on medication, you start creating other problems which finally lead to multiple organ failures and living a very poor quality of life. That is the main difference between leading a healthy lifestyle, okay, and whether, you got to ask yourself a question that are you really improving your lifespan or your health span? Medication is capable of improving your lifespan dramatically, can keep a dead man alive, okay, but is that really what you want? Or what you're looking for is a healthy lifespan. So today you're very fortunate because you are hearing from somebody who had all these challenges, who was into fast food, who was a very busy corporate executive, all right, really, submerged in her work to such an extent where the lines between personal life and office life, were totally blurred. They had no time. They were just living from day to day on different kinds of, fast foods, packaged foods. And finally, when she realized that, well, this is not really helping her health span, and she made an amazing transformation, lost a lot of weight, improved her health significantly, and now she's helping others to improve not only their health but the health of their friends and their families. So listen to Veda very carefully, because what she has to say will have a significant impact on your health. So over to you, Veda.
Thank you, Farooq, and thanks so much for your intervention, timely intervention in my, health journey. Because of your guidance, Raj's guidance, we were able to take the corrective action in many terms, in spite and despite of the hectic lives. And that's something, you don't get to see everywhere, the solution of how you can take care of your health even if you are working 12 to 15 hours a day, or you have a hectic family life, busy life. Okay, so let me start on the topic micronutrients and the rainbow connection. And what a day to be talking about the rainbow connection, the start of Navratri, which is again a festival of colors, and we will see the colors in food as well today. Okay. So, yes, let's go back to basics. We heard from Deepika what to eat, when to eat, and how to eat. Now we will look at, in terms of what to eat, let's break down and look at micronutrients today. Okay. And also, why micronutrients in the morning. Going back to basics, what are micronutrients? जो nutrition फूड में चाहिए but in smaller quantities. Micro matlab chota, smaller quantities. We all know, we have all heard all about vitamins and minerals. There are many, many vitamins and minerals, but there are a certain amount of about 20 to 24 in total essential vitamins and minerals. Okay. And they're classified into fat soluble, matlab food चाहिए आपको for dissolving those vitamins into your body. Then there are water soluble vitamins as well. And then minerals you have which are insoluble, right? Okay. Now, what are those vitamins? We'll deep dive into vitamins. Vitamins again are micronutrients which control all our bodily functions. हमें ऐसे लगता है कि हमें just खाना कुछ भी प्रकार के खाना चाहिए to get us living and going and all of that. Unfortunately, we need a balanced diet, which includes at least 50% of your plate being coming from micronutrients. Okay. Or rather, what food you're eating should have micronutrients. Now, there are so many micronutrients in terms of vitamins. Vitamins में water solubles. I'm sure many of us know about the vitamin B12 because वो deficiency and vitamin D जो फर्क बोल रहे थे, this is very, very predominant, especially in India. So vitamin B series are all water soluble. You have vitamin C, which is water soluble, and some of these folic acid and all of these. And इसमें क्या होता है, overdosing का lower risk रहता है. So because it is soluble, you won't there's no risk of overdosing. Whereas fat soluble vitamins are D, A, K, and E, right? These are the only 4 fat soluble essential vitamins, and they need food to help them dissolve. So you can't overtake it. It's a risk if you're taking too much of vitamin D, etc. But again, we don't even get these in huge portions or amounts in nature or in food items. So hence it is not an issue, right? And what do you mean by essential? हमने एक बार पहले भी बात किया, essential vitamins, essential minerals or essential fats or anything that is essential, tagged as essential, मतलब हमारे body में वो बनती नहीं है, हमें उसको बाहर से लेना पड़ता है, right? And if we don't take it कॉन्शियसली अगर हम विटामिन नहीं लेते हैं तो डेफिशिएंसी हो सकता है. मिनरल्स क्या है? मिनरल्स आर एलिमेंट्स दैट यू फाउंड इन अर्थ and it helps you again in your body development and functioning. Every mineral has its own function, every vitamin has its own function. So you have calcium, sodium, copper, selenium, iron, a lot of these, magnesium, all of these are your minerals. Why minerals and vitamins are important? Multiple functions. You can see for vitamins, you all know that vitamin A is very good for your vision. Then you have immunity, vitamin C, skin health, nerve health, bone health, antioxidants, metabolic processes, all of this is, being supported by the vitamins that are needed, the essential vitamins, right? Minerals किस चीज में help करती है? To regulate our body fluids, DNA synthesis as well, regulation of your heartbeat, formation of your bone. You need for the strength or the support of your bone, you need minerals. Oxygen transport के लिए भी minerals चाहिए. So अगर देखा जाए, आपको ये याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट जिस ये जो स्लाइड है इसमें से समझ में आ जाता है कि यू नीड विटामिन्स एंड मिनरल्स फॉर ऑलमोस्ट एवरीथिंग, राइट? But in smaller amounts. Vitamin A, this is a deep dive. Just a refresher, vitamin A is for eye health. For bone health, you need D, K, magnesium, and calcium. Then for skin health, you need vitamin E. Immunity, skin health, again, what also helps, you will see in your consecutive sessions, is your gut health. If your gut is fine, again, all of these nutrients again are processed by your gut. For immunity, you need vitamin C, zinc, and selenium, and so on. Right? I won't go into each one of them, but it's very, very important that to understand this, so that you know when you're feeling, say, for example, low in energy for a very long time and dizziness, the first thing even the doctor will tell you is, can you do your vitamin B12 or B series ka test, right? That is when it's an immediate indication. Of course, even some of the other micronutrients, if you don't have, it will give you those kind of symptoms. Yeah. So what happens when you don't have? This is what I was saying. When you don't have micronutrients, बहुत लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, चक्कर आ रहा है, memory loss हो रहा है, या blurred vision or something. It's all hazy. That's when your body is telling you कि I am lacking of certain nutrients. मुझे please ढंग का खाना दो, ढंग का diet दो, so that I can get all the nutrients. And it is important to probably even your routine blood test will help you understand if you're having these symptoms: confusion, loss of appetite, depression and fatigue, muscle weakness, all of these. If you're having any of these on a long-term basis, you need to get your blood test done so that you know what you're deficient on. Other option is, of course, take care of your health. Look at your diet. What are you eating? What are you eating day and night? Not night, but day, afternoon, and evening. So yes. So where are we getting our micronutrients from? This is a whole exhaustive chart. I'll just go probably a few. Vitamin A are mostly from our green leafy vegetables, tomatoes, pumpkins, sweet potatoes. I'll do one thing. This is exhaustive and it will help us as well. So ये वाला slide I will share on our community, on our WhatsApp group. If you're not there on the WhatsApp group, ask the person who has invited you to, add you to the WhatsApp community so that you get this information along with many other guidance notes that come from Farooq himself, from Anaita, from Raj, and Anu. So, yeah. So we'll share this because going through this whole chart won't be possible. But where do you get your minerals from? Calcium you get from all our white food. You can say milk, cheese, and then green leafy vegetables as well, right? Then you have chloride that you can get from your table salt, celery, tomatoes. Then magnesium you can get from whole grain and cereals, nuts as well. Magnesium is absolutely important even for your bones and muscle functions. Nuts and seeds also gives us phosphorus. Phosphorus is absolutely required for your cell membrane function. Potassium, we know bananas are famous for giving us potassium. पोटेशियम क्यों जरूरी होता है? ताकि अपना ब्लड प्रेशर रेगुलेट हो जाए. बट अगेन, don't overeat bananas because that also has a lot of calories. It's like, just because if someone is having issues with their cardiac health or blood pressure, it doesn't mean you have 3 or 4 bananas a day. No, that also, everything needs to be in a regulated form, right? Sodium apna salt se aata hai, cheese, all of the salty stuff that comes, right, to help maintain our electrolyte balance. Now, in spite of all of this, you will be surprised to know that 8 out of 10 Indians suffer from micronutrient deficiency. Yes, And unfortunately, most of us are not aware till we actually do the test. Now, more and more people are doing the annual, blood routine tests. Only when they do it do they come to know. नहीं तो I know for sure. My maid keeps telling me मुझे चक्कर आ रहा है, मुझे dizziness, and she has gone and done I don't know what not tests, and I again and again just keep on telling her, eat the right food, eat at the right time. Because if you can get your diet corrected, it will resolve a lot of these issues. Now, if you see this following slide, this map here is depicting the severity in your micronutrient deficiencies, and women may if you see, it is very, very glaring in terms of vitamin D deficiency. Men also have vitamin D deficiency, but the percentage of vitamin D deficiency in women is slightly higher. In fact, men, if I remember, it comes to around 60 to 70%, whereas here it is 70 to 90%. Iron deficiency is 50%, calcium is 40%, and it actually increases as your age increases. So women have to be absolutely what do you say, bang on, and be focused on supplementing with calcium and vitamin D. Vitamin A deficiency, I'm sure this is increasing more and more because of the blue light exposure, the stress that we put on our eyes. Iodine deficiency is also, quite prominent. Now, the problem here is even if you eat a balanced diet, जो हम आपके हम प्लेट में अगर सब कुछ खाना ढंग का, like if you're having half a plate of vegetables and salads, if you're having say 1/4 portion of rice, yeah, one chapati or two chapatis, and you're having some lentils, you still may not get the nutrition from that food for various reasons. ठीक है, क्यों क्यों वो खाने से हमें पूरा वो न्यूट्रिशन जो गाजर से जो हम बोलते थे ना, गाजर खाओ फॉर योर आईज, बट दैट्स नॉट इनफ बिकॉज हमारे पास जो गाजर आती है घर पे, ओके, इधर जो डेटा है, ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज स्लाइटली आउटडेटेड एज वेल बिकॉज आई एम वेरी श्योर इट टेक्स इवन लॉन्गर, बट गाजर जो आती है फ्रॉम द फील्ड टू द प्लेट इज ऑलमोस्ट 9 to 10 days old, and it is already having a 10% nutrient loss, okay, on a daily basis. So garden peas is 15% nutrient loss. This is estimated days from the field to when we actually cook it. Okay, green beans, which are supposed to be a lot of fiber and nutrition. Imagine we get it 15 days. आजकल जो खाना और जो vegetables and fruits हमें मिलता है market में, most of it comes from cold storage. You can check with people whom you trust who are there in this food business, and they will be open and share with you that this is coming from cold storage. Nothing is coming fresh to us, and hence this nutrient loss is very, very high. फिर दूसरी चीज जो होती है, जो फर्क भी बोल रहे थे, packaged food, right? I definitely would rely so much on packaged food, and definitely see, there is a line to bridge between convenience and health. Yes, you need some things for convenience. You can't stress yourself completely out by cooking, cutting, going in the morning itself, khana vegetables leke aao tabhi ka tabhi cut karke, may not be possible. It is definitely not possible for 90% of the people, because you're working, because you have families to support and all of that. But do as much as you can to eat as much fresh food as possible. When you're ordering from outside, you don't know कि वो खाना कितना पुराना है, कब बनाया था, कितना टाइम फ्रीजर में रखा था. When you are cooking at home, you have control over what you're eating and what you're feeding to your family, right? एक चीज और एक चीज होती है, हम कभी कभी काटने के बाद खाना, वेजिटेबल्स काटने के बाद धोते हैं. That will actually rinse off the nutrients from the vegetables or the fruits. So you need to wash when it is a whole fruit or vegetable. Cut your food at the last minute. Eat the skins. Skins have a lot of fiber. In fact, cucumber, even carrots and all, Of course, please be very, very conscious of cleaning your fruits also enough so that the जो pesticides और वो जो waxing wax डालते हैं that is removed at least, and we are not saying कि बिल्कुल ही धो मत, because that is also important. Cook food quickly and away from water. जितना आप कम पानी यूज करोगे उतना वो nutrients store हो जाएगा. And when you're cooking, preferably cover the vessel when you're cooking so that the nutrients are locked in. Best way I would recommend is ask the person who has invited you to talk to you about Amway Queen, or the Queen set of pans and wok. We have a way of how you can retain the maximum amount of nutrition while you're cooking with zero oil and very little water. Try as much as possible not to store your food, but at the same time, just because I used to do this, okay, इसीलिए मैं ये बोल रही हूँ, and I'm seeing many people who are doing this in the name of not wanting to store leftover food. I used to do this again. I'm owning it up. I used to do this. बच्चों ने खाना छोड़ दिया, पति ने खाना छोड़ दिया, अरे रखेंगे क्या, चलो खा लो. No, please do not overeat in the name of not wanting to store food. Keep it aside, give it away. I don't know. You can still reuse the next day to the extent. Overeating is not a solution of not wanting to store your, not, eating stored food. Solution is cook in lesser portions and, manage it that way. Okay. Now, this is ये जो आप देख रहे हो, this is your digestive system, a pictorial depiction. आपका ये esophagus is your throat वाला part, this is your stomach. So as you see, अलग vitamins and minerals are required in different stages of your, or rather they're extracted also and required for absorption through your digestive system into the blood, right? If you see, duodenum and all of these are a part of your smaller intestines and then your larger intestine. Now, if you see, you need different vitamins and minerals at different stages of your digestion. Okay. And I'll tell you why this is important a little later. This is important, of course, for digestion. Like in the large intestine, you need vitamin K and biotin. So you need food that will digest slowly and is digested only in the large intestine, etc. Now, as I said, when I was quoting potassium, it doesn't mean कि आप 10 केला खाओ, correct? Similarly, when you want to eat, when you need to eat enough amount of all the essential vitamins and minerals, as per what WHO recommends as minimum daily allowance, यानी recommended daily allowance. We are not talking about gap here. Gap है आज. Gap full वो bridge तो करना ही है. But even for our daily जो recommendation है, if we had to eat the food, coming from whatever we are getting, then we would need literally 233 strawberries for vitamin A, pumpkins itne chahiye, salmon itna chahiye for vitamin D. By the way, D3 is not available in vegetarian sources. It is only through sunlight and through non-vegetarian source. You'll need 950 grams of cashew nuts. Now, obviously, ये सब एक तो इतना खा ही नहीं पाओगे. अगर खाओगे तो भी आपका carbs बढ़ेगा, आपका calories बढ़ेगा. So it's absolutely not possible. And hence the smart solution would be to supplement. But supplement with what? And that is where the whole game also lies in. Okay, there is of course an awareness gap तो है ही एक gap कि आप balanced plate नहीं खा रहे हो. Now, even if you're having the balanced plate, you may not get all the nutrients because of what we spoke about, right? Plus, जहाँ पे ये crops उगती है, that soil is depleted of nutrition. Okay, that water is polluted, the air is polluted wherever our farms or trees or plants are growing, crop is growing, right? So the probability of getting all of these 24 vitamins and essential vitamins and minerals into our diet on a daily basis is almost impossible, right? And hence supplementation. Now, again, if you would have gone, and I'm sure vitamins and minerals, so bachpan se hi doctors, even for growing kids, they recommend, even as you age also, we are recommended many times, right? Now, whenever doctors usually prescribe also, they say take a break after a few months when you're taking, supplements. But that is when you're taking pharmaceutical or chemical supplements. When you're taking something like a NutriLIV Daily Plus, which we are having here, this is one tablet of NutriLIV Daily Plus. Now, why is it called plus? I'll come to a little later. But instead of having so much of these food which you can't have, you all of this has been clubbed into one Daily Plus tablet, one of those, right? If you take this in the morning, now, why morning? Because that's when you are having the least nutrition. जब हम सोते हैं तो हमारी बॉडी पूरा रिपेयर मोड में चली जाती है, and when we wake up in the morning, protein is low, our metabolism is low, our micronutrients are absolutely depleted because it has been used completely, right? Hence, morning breakfast के बाद और ब्रेकफास्ट के साथ आप एक डेली प्लस का टैबलेट लो. Why are we saying daily plus? Because it has the recommended daily allowance of all the 24 essential vitamins and minerals, and it also has additional 4 herbs that actually support in your immunity, giving you energy. It gives you mental, your for your cognitive, I would say alertness, stress management. You have all of those ingredients you will see in this Daily Plus. Now, ये जो दो layers आप देख रहे हो, it is called dual layer delayed release technology that NutriLite has incorporated, and this was specifically incorporated after a lot of research on gut health. सिंस द लास्ट, ये जो हम आपको मंडे फ्राइडे को आपको प्रेजेंट करते हैं, जो नॉलेज शेयर करते हैं, दिस इज नॉट समथिंग दैट वी हैव जस्ट पुट टुगेदर by googling or something. This is actually research since, of course, 90 years of NutriLite, but 10 plus years of extensive research that hundreds of scientists, nutritionists, and dietitians have actually done on various topics, including gut health. Now, what happens when you take this Daily Plus is, ये जो ऊपर का डार्क लेयर आप देख रहे हो, वो immediately वो dissolve होता है, so that it is absorbed when your digestion is happening through your esophagus, stomach, okay, and then your duodenum. That is your start of your small intestine. जो बाकी के जो चाहिए रहते हैं with through your your small intestine and your large intestine, the vitamins and minerals, that is released after 8 hours, because most of the food that we eat takes around 8 hours for digestion, complete digestion, okay? And hence, this second layer, it goes and sits in your duodenum, and it is then dissolved after 8 hours and absorbed by the rest of your small and large intestine. That's the beauty and the research and the whole thought process that has gone, so that this part is actually helping in absorbing your fat soluble vitamins as well, and helping on your gut health. Now, what is the right time? As I said, subah aap le lo, because when you have the right nutrients, have the right balance plate in the morning, आपको एक दिन में शायद फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, because our body is so used to not having the right breakfast, not eating breakfast also, right? But अगर आपने ढंग का खाना खाया as per our circadian rhythm, as per our body clock, next session में थोड़ा बहुत आपको समझेगा body clock के बारे में, basically as per the day night cycles, have a good amount of nutrients, even your Daily Plus, if you have in the morning with your breakfast, your metabolic health will be, it will remain good. If you do not follow that, it leads to obesity, not in a day's time, not in 2 days' time, not in 2 years also, but eventually it does lead to obesity and other metabolic disorders. Okay? And it's all related. जब हम सुबह उठ के जब हम सही खाना या ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं खाते हैं by 9 o'clock, your body is craving, and it wants energy. And the first thing that you will eat is carbs, processed carbs, because that's the fastest to get. And your body is having that craving to, eat that. And that's leading to this. Now, when you start on this journey of correcting what you have in the breakfast, don't expect immediate results within a day's time or a week's time. Give yourself at least 3 to 6 months time. हमने जो डैमेज किया, because I realized it, the damage that I did to my body for 42, 43 years, I couldn't expect that to change in just a few months, right? It is a process, and hence this community helps. Now, again, when you have your breakfast when you have your micronutrients in for breakfast, it helps with your energy production, maintaining your immune system, kickstarts your day, right? With the proper intake. It also maintains your bone and eye health because you're taking your calcium. You can always take, your magnesium, the vitamin D, vitamin A, all of that improves concentration and memory, maintains good skin health, and vitamins and minerals are basically, as I said, पूरा zero हो जाता है जब रात को हम सोते हैं तभी. Okay. Now coming to a very interesting topic जो मुझे बिल्कुल पता नहीं था until I was introduced to our mentors and this community regarding our rainbow connection, which I was saying is very so related to Navratri, which has started today. So happy Navratri, everyone. Did you know that ये जो आप colors देख रहे हो in the food, and imagine the variety of colors that we actually see, right, in the fruits and vegetables that we get. Each of them help us in improving our health, specifically in terms of your immunity, in terms of your gut health. Okay. Colors in the vegetation are due to different chemical structures, and they are called pigments, right? Now, seasonal fruits have even better amounts of nutrients during respective seasons, and hence, हम encourage करते हैं. Now you get fruits throughout the year. In fact, you get watermelons throughout the year. Even it's not just in summers, right? But if you can eat seasonal food, it will give you the maximum nutrients. Okay. These fruits and vegetables, which are rich in soluble and insoluble fibers, are friendly for your gut health. If you see in the community, Farooq and Anita keep insisting, add salads, and add different types of salads. You have so many things that you can eat, cucumbers, tomatoes. And if you see, the salads are also variety in colors, right? You have radish, you have beetroot, carrots, almost 5 colors I've covered here, right? All of them are helping in promoting your gut health. If you can take care of your gut, you can eventually take care of any issue that you have in your body coming out of lifestyle disorders. Now, many people tell me, अरे ये तो lifestyle disorder नहीं है. In terms of thyroid, it is hormone imbalance. Your hormone got imbalanced because of following improper lifestyle. What we do, no exercise, not eating at the right time, eating anything that we can, missing our breakfast, all of those things cause a lot of issues in our body, which we don't realize. Okay. Coming back, what is the red color in the fruits and vegetables? So we just a little bit technical, but red colors have, carotenoids, beta-alanins, and forget my pronunciation and, apologize for that. But cyanins are also there. Green color has chlorophyll. I think this and everyone knows. And phycocyanins. Then you have orange and yellow colors in fruits and vegetables contain cryptothanxin. White and brown, which is your radish, most of your roots, in fact, onions, garlic, mushrooms. Okay. That has allicin. Okay. Again, this is very, very good for even your cholesterol, immunity as well. Orange to purple or bluish colors like your brinjal, purple radish, even your papayas, pumpkin, all of that has anthocyanins and proanthocyanins. Now, how do that help? Allicin, as we were talking about the garlics, etc., it has prebiotic effect. What is prebiotic? Prebiotics are those that actually help, they give food to the good bacteria. Now, गट हेल्थ का जब हम सेशन देखेंगे, बट ब्रीफली हमारे गट में और थ्रू आउट आवर डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम वी हैव अ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ माइक्रोबायोटा. माइक्रोबायोटा मतलब बहुत छोटे छोटे ऑर्गेनिजम्स है. गुड बैक्टीरिया, लेट्स कॉल देम गुड बैक्टीरिया एंड बैड बैक्टीरिया. गुड बैक्टीरिया को फूड जो मिलता है वो प्रीबायोटिक से मिलता है. ओके, एंड दे आर so yes, so they're beneficial in growth of bacteria, which is your good bacteria. White and brown colors in yeah, have allicin. Now anthocyanins, which is in purple, which is in your black grapes. You have purple cabbage. You can have that. Okay, anti-inflammatory effects. In fact, purple cabbage is again very, very good. You can have it in a sauteed, I have a lot of purple cabbage in sauteed veggies form. Again, can act as prebiotics, promoting the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. Okay, chlorophylls help in beneficial gut bacteria, but also inhibit the growth of harmful bacteria. It has anti-inflammatory properties. Chlorophyll आपको कहाँ मिलेगी? Green color food में, and hence they say eat a lot of green leafy vegetables. बचपन से ही हमारे माँ बाप भी हमें सिखाते आ रहे हैं बहुत सारा green leafy vegetables खाओ, and that helps in anti-inflammatory properties plus digestive health. Carotenoids, which is there in your orange, yellow, and red color fruits and vegetables. Again, you have beta carotene, lycopene, lutein have been suggested to promote gut health. Plus, they act as antioxidants and exhibit anti-inflammatory. So, in all, जो आप pigments देखते हो, okay, colors, okay, that is why we will encourage. I would, in fact, a great challenge that we can actually have is think what you want and add color to your plate. If you have not bought something as yet for tomorrow, do it day after, and let's see more colorful plates in the group. Sorry. So yes, so if you see all of these, they are promoting your gut health. They're improving your, or rather, they're helping in anti-inflammatory, in helping you with fight your inflammations. And hence, if you see, your immunity goes up when you have more colors. Okay. Eat a rainbow. Now, how plan meals with colors in mind? Snack on fruits and veggies. We don't encourage snacking, but if you're hungry, it's better to have a cucumber rather than having your makhanas. It is better to have a carrot rather than having samosa, obviously, right? Experiment with, and you can, salads you can make really tasty. One thing, please, do not make salads with mayonnaise or salad dressings and all of that, because that again will add a lot of fats, unwanted saturated fats, which will destroy all the nutrients that you're getting from the fruits and vegetables, right? Now, benefits rich in nutrients, boosts your immunities, promotes healthy digestion, enhances your skin health and mental health. Now, again, similar to your Daily Plus, now if we have to absorb the nutrients, from phytonutrients, जो हम बोल रहे, the colors that all of these colors are giving us, बहुत सारा हर एक कलर की तरह के खाना हमें हर एक दिन खाना पड़ेगा, which again not always possible because you may not even get it, and forcefully buying say for example an avocado probably that is coming from New Zealand or somewhere else, though I heard just recently that सब कुछ आजकल even पंढरपुर में उगते हैं, but instead of buying something that is coming from far away, have what is locally produced, what is accessible to you. You can bridge that gap with a very, very beautiful supplement. And why I'm saying beautiful supplement, I'll tell you, which is called concentrated fruits and vegetables. You get this in a 60 units ka bottle. Okay, you can even have just one per day. It has quercetin, which will support your heart health, blood vessels, and vitamin C function. It has these ellagic acid, which promotes your colon health, protecting your DNA. All of these things is promoting your, protecting your circulatory system, cardiovascular system. Lutein is there for your eye health. Lycopene is there, which helps even men with prostate, benefits heart and lung health. I'll tell you why now. Whenever there is an issue in my house, even a slight, if someone is unwell and some infection is coming up, there are a few supplements that I increase for uh, all of us in our house. Daily is the same. Concentrated fruits and vegetables is something that I increase. I make it 2 or probably even 3 a day, because that's how your immunity will improve. Vitamin C that we get from Triple Protect, that is another thing that I increase. You can have tulsi. We have a beautiful tulsi, tablet. We have 100 leaves of tulsi in that one tablet. So these things together, plus omega-3. And don't ever forget omega-3. You'll learn about omega-3 soon when we have the session on fats. A combination of these will keep your immunity higher, and you will be away from the hospitals. I won't say doctors, because doctors have not done anything wrong, but I hope you do understand that when you enter a hospital, you're not just visiting a doctor, but you're inviting more infections, right? So yeah, that's how you can actually with your Daily Plus and your CFV, along with, we are not saying ki, सिर्फ Daily Plus खाओ और CFV खाओ and बहुत सारा rice और dal खाओ, that these two will be enough. No. You have to have a balanced diet. Your nutrition is absolutely important, and we don't give much thought to it. We give a lot of thought to what we are going to wear, how we are going to look, but we hardly give thought to what we are going to eat. So I would request you, from tomorrow onwards, when you're eating, think twice what you're putting in your plate. Is it adding micronutrients? What micronutrients are you adding to your plate? Are you getting all the 24 vitamins and minerals? Are you able to get the phytonutrients from all of those 5 to 6 colors that we saw? If not, and if you're not growing your own vegetables from the organic farm, please supplement. Start every day with gratitude and optimism. I'm absolutely grateful for this program, because it has not just helped transform my health, but my complete family's health. I give these to my 2 daughters, to my aging mom. She's 77 years. She takes this happily. I'll tell you something, she fell twice. She didn't break a bone. She is walking. And I can guarantee you it is because of the calcium, because of the vitamin D, and because of the balanced diet that she eats. And of course, the little bit of walking that she does, she can do more. We can all do a lot more exercise than we do. Today, I can do a lot more than I do. Learn something new every day. We have these sessions every Monday and Friday. But all of this, may not sustain for a long time if you don't have the right intentions towards your health. Make that decision that what come may, even if you deviate, it's okay. We all deviate in life. But even if you deviate, you will have that goal in front of you. You will visualize your health goal. So let's shine every day, and help others shine as well. Yes, I'm also thankful because of this program and community, I've got that, I'm able to share this knowledge with others as well. And we are happy to grow the community even more. That's it from my side. Back to you, Ruchita.
And we see you and all the other testimonies that we have on our platform Shine Veda every day. Thank you so much for that presentation. I feel this is very, very informative, guys. If you can, please go back and try. सुनना बहुत आसान है. Just go and try and find कि आपको अगर एक दिन का particular micronutrient चाहिए तो आपको actually अपनी diet में क्या करना पड़ेगा physically. Trust me, it will seem much, much easier to have your supplements, right? Instead of trying to fit in all that food in your routine. With that, we come to an end of this session. Thank you very much. You've been a great audience, and we'll see you in the next one. Good night. Stay safe.